Good morning, students. Welcome to the class on coordination chemistry. This class, we will discuss about selection rules for different electronic transition states and then charge transfer spectra. There are two selection rules. One is a Laporte selection rule or orbital selection rule. Other one is a spin selection rule. First, we will look at Laporte or orbital selection rule. Transitions which involve a change in the subsidiary quantum number or what we call generally is azimuthal quantum number are Laporte allowed and are of high intensity. So if there is a change of plus or minus L, plus or minus 1 between two different energy states, then that electronic transitions are allowed transitions. Because they are allowed transitions, they appear with a very high intensity. That means peak height will be very large compared to the other transitions. But D to D transitions are forbidden. Why? Why? Because D to D, L value is same. So delta L, that means L minus L, it is 0 only, right? So generally, D to D transitions must be forbidden. But in complexes, what happens? There will be a D and P orbital mixing, as we have seen in Argel diagrams. There is always a possibility for the mixing of D and P orbitals. If that occurs, then we don't have pure D orbitals in complexes. Because of this D and P orbital mixing, these are not considered as a pure D orbitals. So D to D transitions will also occur in the complexes. Hence, in complexes without center of symmetry, slight relaxation is observed in the Laporte rule. So complexes without center of symmetry, a slight relaxation is observed. In that case, we do observe electronic transitions. That means we do observe a peak, but because it is not a perfect allowed transition, it appears with a low intensity. That means peak height will be lower. There are many examples. We will discuss one or two quickly. Many manganese 2 plus complexes are half white. They are almost pale in color, mostly pale pink in color. Pale pink or pale flesh color. It is mostly because of the relaxed transitions. That is why they are appearing with a very light color. This is a tetrahedral system, and this is an octahedral system. This is asymmetrically substituted. There are 5 ammonia ligands and 1 chlorine ligand. So asymmetrically substituted octahedral complex. Because of this, symmetry will be relaxed. As a result, it will also have relaxed transitions. So these complexes will also appear with the pale color. I'll give different examples. Hexaamine cobalt 3 complex and hexa aqua copper 2 complexes. Both these complexes are octahedral in nature and they also possess center of symmetry. They also possess center of symmetry. As a result, what we expect, because these are possessing center of symmetry, they don't have D to D electronic transition. So these two should appear colorless, right? These two should appear colorless. But in this case, the metal ligand bond vibrates so that the ligand spend an appreciable amount of time out of their center of symmetric equilibrium position. So the metal ligand bond, because of its vibrations, to some time, I don't say completely, to some time it will exist out of its symmetry. So the centrosymmetric equilibrium position will be disturbed because of the metal ligand bond vibrations. So the symmetry will be disturbed. When we write the complex, it is perfectly symmetrical complex, but because of this metal ligand bond vibrations, the symmetry will be disturbed to some extent. Thus, a very small amount of mixing occurs and low intensity spectra are observed. So that is why these two complexes will also appear with very pale color, very dull color. And we will add one more point. Allowed transitions are those with a change of parity. What is change of parity? Change of symmetry. Gerade to ungerade are the reverse. Ungerade to gerade. These are allowed transitions. Electronic transitions from a gerade orbital to ungerade orbital, or an ungerade orbital to gerade orbital. These are allowed transitions. But electronic transitions from gerade to gerade are ungerade to ungerade. Electronic transitions from gerade to gerade are ungerade to gerade. These are forbidden. Forbidden. So these transitions will not occur, whereas these transitions will occur because the parity is changed. This is symmetrical, this is asymmetry, unsymmetrical. So parity is changed, there is no symmetry here, so these transitions are allowed, whereas transitions between same parity states, G to G or U to U, they are forbidden. The second selection rule is a spin selection rule. Allowed transitions are those in which electron spin does not change. If the spin of the electron does not change, then those transitions are allowed transitions. Delta S is equal to 0 are allowed. That means if an electronic transition from plus off to plus off, it is allowed. And delta S not equal to 0 are forbidden transitions. That means plus of spin state to minus of spin state, it is a forbidden transition state. Forbidden electronic transition. Spin selection rule sometimes may relax. Complexes which exhibit spin orbit coupling, generally the spin selection rule will break down. So there we don't observe electronic transitions which bound by these rules. Okay. If the spin orbit coupling is possible in complexes, then spin selection rule will break, and we will also observe electronic transitions which have delta S not equal to 0. Generally, this will occur for 4D, 5D, 4F, 5F orbitals. There is also another exemption, spin forbidden transitions. Spin forbidden transitions will also occur. This is due to heavy atom effects. These I will not discuss, but this is also possible. We will look at these selection rules and intensity of peaks arising from these selection rules. If Laporte selection rule is allowed and spin selection rule is also allowed, then these type of transitions are called charge transfer spectra. We will discuss about this in the next class. Charge transition or charge transfer spectra. Generally, these transitions will have very high epsilon value, 1000 to 10 power 6. Examples are hexachlorotitanate 4. If the Laporte selection rule is partly allowed, it is not completely allowed, it is partly allowed, and spin selection rule is allowed, these transitions are mostly D to D transitions, and for them, the epsilon value will be lower, intensity will decrease, because here one selection rule is partly allowed, it is partly allowed. Examples for this complex are tetrabromo cobaltate 2, tetrachloro cobaltate 2 complexes. If the Laporte selection rule is forbidden and spin selection rule is allowed, then these selection rules are also called as D to D transitions. But because one selection rule is completely forbidden, one selection rule is allowed, so they will have low intensity compared to this also. Generally, for these transitions, the peak height will be very, very low. Epsilon value is 10 to 50. Examples, hexa aqua titanium 3 complex, hexa aqua vanadium 3 complex. If the Laporte selection rule is partly allowed and spin selection rule is forbidden, see, one selection rule is forbidden, one selection rule is partly allowed. Still, these transitions are also called as D to D transitions, but the difference is they will appear with a very, very low intensities. Example, manganese complexes. That is why manganese complexes, most of the manganese complexes will appear with a very, very light color. And finally, if both these selection rules are forbidden, that means if an electronic transition occurs, but it is forbidden according to Laporte rule, and again it is forbidden according to spin selection rule, then these transitions are also called as D to D transitions, but their intensity is very, very weak. Their intensities are very, very weak. Many octahedral complexes. octahedral complexes, most of the time they are having symmetry. So spin selection rule is forbidden. Laporte D2D transitions, so Laporte selection rule is also forbidden. But still, if the transition occurs, then it will have very low intensity for the peak. So this table will give you the intensity of electronic transitions, whether they follow Laporte rule or not, whether they follow spin selection rule or not. If they follow selection rules, then those electronic transitions will appear with very high intensity. We generally observe thick colors for those complexes. If one is allowed, one is forbidden, then those transitions will appear with the low intensity. We observe medium colors. If both are forbidden, then they are mostly colorless complexes.